Hello, my name is Juan Andres Angel. This is the group number 7 of the Colombian education course. This is our second collaborative task. The first question we have is, what does it mean to be bilingual in Colombia? Well, basically when we talk about to be bilingual, is the person who manages naturally and interpret two languages simultaneously. But the reality in our country, and not only in ours, is that when we talk about being bilingual, we're talking about speaking in English. Therefore, being bilingual in Colombia as well as in the world is it to dominate in all languages skills and in order to be competitive not only abroad but even within the internal context of our country. Our second question is, what would be the ideal scenario for a bilingual program in Colombia to be successful? Well, basically, in order to have successful scenarios, we should talk about inclusion. It means that if you have money, it's faster the chance to become bilingual faster. But on the other hand, if you are poor, access is limited because it is subject to what the nation offers in public education. Basically, one program that could be successful is to have public television in English with educational and varied content in English 24 hours a day, radio in English as well, to reach the most remote places in Colombia, free magazines, for example, and general information for young and old people. So it means that Colombia, as an unequal country in his great majority, our students bear the brunt due to lack of policies conducive to education to another level. Our students are not skeptical, and as well, those are taken as a monolithic group. Well, our fourth question is, what are the main critics to the national bilingual program? Well, in Colombia, the biggest problem or the biggest critic to this program is accentuated by the fact of not being able to be contextualized, but seek always as a reference to other countries whose social problems are of course different and not comparable with ours. For example, teachers have better preparation and greater income. It means create a better education. But while the state continued to bring bilingual education models from different countries and descontextualized, our nation will always be the same and we will always have the same lack and the same problems as we've been having since the last years. Our fifth question is, how is globalization connected to education and language policy in Colombia? Well, Colombia is a nation that depends socially, politically, economically in the world system. It means the global needs, which is part and depends. Globalization is a factor that invades Western societies and whose system is directly articulated with education and, of course, the economy. So, Colombia is part and is not an exception. And the entire education system seeks to satisfy those needs globalized and globally, where the priority is to have bilingual societies connected by this principle and, of course, being integrated. Educational policies seek to be part of this global system of education and economy, where it leads the individual to be part of the geared system, and we should follow a few educational parameters within which included the need to be bilingual, because it is required the globalization in a nation as we are part of, and promote and seek in order to achieve it. Thank you very much.